I felt that Levi was he won this. I gave him the second round. I gave the first round to Cade. People were definitely to me for that one, but Cade also had him in a full triangle. You know, he had a fully locked in triangle. It only was for like a second or two, and then Levi got out of it. But like anytime, and I could from where I was sitting, I mean, Levi's face looked like it was hurting. He was got on his arm too, and one of the criteria was if you get an almost finish, that's like a notch on your side. So if you're like, if I'm watching this match and I'm judging like, okay, he's kind of, starting the action, he's going for it. That's what's providing the fans to be excited, and there's no stalling because you have to go. It's like almost incentivizing you to go first. You should make the first move and try to get the party started. But if you don't, you can still counter, but you can't just stay there. So like, the reason why the third, fourth, and fifth round I gave to Cade because Levi just kind of slowed down. If you watch the rest of the rounds, he wasn't as attacking as he was from the bottom. So like if I was going to give someone from the bottom the round, they would have to be like grabbing the leg, trying to get the single leg X, like trying to spin underneath. And he was trying to do some of those things down, but I felt like as the rounds went on, Cade just kept getting closer and closer to getting chest to chest and getting by his knee and getting by the shin and getting by the leg. So I felt like the pass attempts were better than the, guard attacks. And, the first two rounds, I could see how the first round would go to Levi, and I gave him the second round because he was deep on the leg and he was initiating all of the exchanges. He initiated the exchange, Cade would defend, and then Levi would still kind of win the exchange. But I feel it's different if you initiate the exchange, the other guy kind of counters and then kind of wins the exchange, but then nothing else happens. And that happened a lot of times where Levi would kind of go for it, but then would kind of give up on it. And then Cade would make the next move. And I felt like, man, he kind of, Cade kind of, even though Levi started it, Cade kind of won that exchange. One, for example, Levi wrestled up almost and came up with the single leg and then just let it go. And man, that would have been the time, because that to me is passive. That would have been the time to like fall back on his leg or try to take him down. And he just didn't want to get countered, which I totally understand. It's a crazy, it's a huge matchup for a lot of money. So, maybe he was playing a little more passive towards the end. But just in hindsight's 2020, I feel like still Cade won. I feel like the other judges gave it to Cade as well.